Numbers. Chapter 4. Verse 1. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron. Verse 2. Take a census of the Kohathite branch of the Levites by their clans and families. Verse 3. Count all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who come to serve in the work at the tent of meeting. Verse 4. This is the work of the Kohathites at the tent of meeting. The care of the most holy things. Verse 5. When the camp is to move, Aaron and his sons are to go in and take down the shielding curtain and put it over the ark of the covenant law. Verse 6. Then they are to cover the curtain with a durable leather. Spread a cloth of solid blue over that and put the poles in place. Verse 7. Over the table of the presence they are to spread a blue cloth and put on it the plates, dishes and bowls, and the jars for drink offerings. The bread that is continually there is to remain on it. Verse 8. They are to spread a scarlet cloth over them. Cover that with the durable leather and put the poles in place. Verse 9. They are to take a blue cloth and cover the lampstand that is for light, together with its lamps, its wick trimmers and trays, and all its jars for the olive oil used to supply it. Verse 10. Then they are to wrap it and all its accessories in a covering of the durable leather and put it on a carrying frame. Verse 11. Over the gold altar they are to spread a blue cloth and cover that with the durable leather and put the poles in place. Verse 12. They are to take all the articles used for ministering in the sanctuary, wrap them in a blue cloth, cover that with the durable leather and put them on a carrying frame. Verse 13. They are to remove the ashes from the bronze altar and spread a purple cloth over it. Verse 14. Then they are to place on it all the utensils used for ministering at the altar, including the fire pans, meat forks, shovels and sprinkling bowls. Over it they are to spread a covering of the durable leather and put the poles in place. Verse 15. After Aaron and his sons have finished covering the holy furnishings and all the holy articles, and when the camp is ready to move, only then are the Kohathites to come and do the carrying. But they must not touch the holy things or they will die. The Kohathites are to carry those things that are in the tent of meeting. Verse 16. Eleazar son of Aaron, the priest, is to have charge of the oil for the light, the fragrant incense, the regular grain offering and the anointing oil. He is to be in charge of the entire tabernacle and everything in it, including its holy furnishings and articles. Verse 17. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron. Verse 18. See that the Kohathite tribal clans are not destroyed from among the Levites. Verse 19. So that they may live and not die when they come near the most holy things. Do this for them. Aaron and his sons are to go into the sanctuary and assign to each man his work and what he is to carry. Verse 20. But the Kohathites must not go in to look at the holy things, even for a moment, or they will die. Verse 21. The Lord said to Moses. Verse 22. Take a census also of the Gershonites by their families and clans. Verse 23. Count all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who come to serve in the work at the tent of meeting. Verse 24. This is the service of the Gershonite clans in their carrying and their other work. Verse 25. They are to carry the curtains of the tabernacle, that is, the tent of meeting, its covering and its outer covering of durable leather, the curtains for the entrance to the tent of meeting. Verse 26. The curtains of the courtyard surrounding the tabernacle and altar, the curtain for the entrance to the courtyard, the ropes and all the equipment used in the service of the tent. The Gershonites are to do all that needs to be done with these things. Verse 27. All their service, whether carrying or doing other work, is to be done under the direction of Aaron and his sons. You shall assign to them as their responsibility all they are to carry. Verse 28. This is the service of the Gershonite clans at the tent of meeting. The duties are to be under the direction of Ithamar son of Aaron, the priest. Verse 29. Count the Merarites by their clans and families. Verse 30. Count all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who come to serve in the work at the tent of meeting. Verse 31. As part of all their service at the tent, they are to carry the frames of the tabernacle, its crossbars, posts and bases. Verse 32. As well as the posts of the surrounding courtyard with their bases, tent pegs, ropes, all their equipment and everything related to their use. Assign to each man the specific things he is to carry. Verse 33. This is the service of the Merarite clans as they work at the tent of meeting under the direction of Ithamar son of Aaron, the priest. Verse 34. Moses, Aaron and the leaders of the community counted the Kohathites by their clans and families. Verse 35. All the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to serve in the work at the tent of meeting. Verse 36. Counted by clans, were 2,750. Verse 37. This was the total of all those in the Kohathite clans who served at the tent of meeting. Moses and Aaron counted them according to the Lord's command through Moses. Verse 38. The Gershonites were counted by their clans and families. Verse 39. All the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to serve in the work at the tent of meeting. Verse 40. Counted by their clans and families, were 2,630. Verse 41. This was the total of those in the Gershonite clans who served at the tent of meeting. Moses and Aaron counted them according to the Lord's command. Verse 42. The Merarites were counted by their clans and families. Verse 43. All the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to serve in the work at the tent of meeting. Verse 44. Counted by their clans, were 3,200. Verse 45. This was the total of those in the Merarite clans. Moses and Aaron counted them according to the Lord's command through Moses. Verse 46. So Moses, Aaron and the leaders of Israel counted all the Levites by their clans and families. Verse 47. All the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to do the work of serving and carrying the tent of meeting. Verse 48. Numbered 8,580. Verse 49. At the Lord's command through Moses, each was assigned his work and told what to carry. Thus they were counted, as the Lord commanded Moses.